Robert and Ryan from the ADCS martial arts system. So we came up with a few questions that are really just asked in the martial arts community. Some of the few things that are mostly asked are, how does really martial arts work with everyday situations? I'm not talking about just scenarios where I'm in class and he's doing those moves and they're blocking, and that's great. Now, you got to keep in mind that as I'm fighting this guy, in class to train is great, but to be in a real situation where we're fighting, this will never work without him actually responding or having some kind of movement. So if you're training and you're beginning, that's a great way to start. But as you start developing these skills, you want to have your opponent, in this case it'll be Ryan's going to be punching, so you're punching. Always expect movement. Come in. You got to anticipate that this guy is going to give you 1010% resistance. Nobody's going to stand here. Now, when you see a lot of these martial arts videos, and let's say the guy's putting his hands on to start off the fight, you're coming in here, groin, and stomping and just bashing. It looks great, but the truth of it is, unless this guy is fighting a mannequin, this attack, let's say I'm coming up to Ryan and I put my hand on, and he just takes control over the whole fight situation. And again, it is grabs, hit, lock down, gets into Aikido. He uses some Wing Chun. And no matter what the art is, the chances that you'll ever come across somebody that's going to get in an encounter, touch you here, say, okay, hit me, break my arm, hit me in the face, and lock me down. No. The reality is, that's good techniques, but how is this guy going to get through it? He's going to get through it at this point here. Doesn't matter how they're swinging, they're not going to give it in to let you destroy them, period, for any martial arts. So, our system works. We are the aggressors, hands up, fist. So, if I'm going to fight this guy, I'm not going to just say he's going to stand here. Even if he stands there, it's going to be anticipate motion here. Short moves. So, a lot of our Wing Chun blocks are anticipate of the movement. He's going to hit, he's going to resist, he's going to even run. As he backs up, runs, goes left and right, it doesn't matter. But without training to expect something from this lead hand or the backhand that's going to knock you out, you're not going to get ahead, or you're not even going to get into the fight. He's going to dominate the fight. The second part is going to be the big misbelief that you can be in the fight and come in close and use your head. Headbutting. Headbutting is almost one of the stupidest things you can use. Number one, just think about it. Football players play with football with helmets mainly because you get concussions. If you go head to head with somebody else, chances are you're going to get a concussion. You're going to knock yourself out. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win a fight getting head to head. No. And you're going to take a big chance of detaching your own retina. It doesn't take a lot of force to hit your eye and detach your retina. You want to go blind over a fight? There's easier ways of going blind. But going head to head is one of the greatest things. Just keep that out of your arsenal. It's a dangerous way to do. A few things now to cover is, one of the big questions was Thai boxers. So, for Thai boxing, a lot of times you'll see hands here, and what it is, put your hands up here. So, they're going to kick with a back foot, and that's basically what they're doing is, they're leaving open. Now, there's no bad martial arts. All martial arts are good, all martial arts are effective. Are all martial arts used for street fighting? No. Some are competitive, some are for ring fighting, some are really good basics. There's no type of bad martial arts, but there's no great, including our system. That's why it's a system. It's contemporary. It's constantly changing, And you use what's great, and you don't use what's not useful for you. So, just going back into Thai boxing versus our ADCS system. This right here, first thing he's going to do is I approach him, is I have such a gap. He's going to do roundhouses, keep chopping to my leg. Boom. Every time I come in, and if we switch out. Every time I come in, even if I'm standing, kick, and he keeps kicking. Thai boxers are going to go in here. They're going to keep chopping down. And you'll see this in a lot of MMA fighting and different types of fighting. So, if you are in this southpaw position and he's ready to kick, you have to address kind of what is, you worry about the leg. You know, some people say don't lead up with your shin because shin on shin is going to hurt. Don't use your shin. You use the outside fat part of the muscle. But now you have here, why go worry so much about the leg that's going to chop you? You have such a shorter distance here versus worrying about this leg. But the people that have done kick, and you know if you ever have, it hurts. Kick, in. So just because you're getting kicked, kick, doesn't mean you stop. Get in the habit that when you get a strike, we're not playing tag when we fight. I don't hit him, he kicks me, and I hit him again, and he kicks me, or he hits me. We're not playing tag. We're actually, when you start to fight, right side, when we start to train, we're moving, and let's say I do hit him. Now you hit me. He hits me. Prepare to get hit. Now, comes up to the next subject. Getting used to getting hit. There is no getting used to getting hit. Our bodies are made to get conditioned, work out, get tough, but I can sit here every single day and punch Ryan with 1-inch punches. Will his body ever get used to that? Well, he'll get bruises, but as far as getting out of the fear of getting hit, no. The fear of getting hit is close range fighting. This here, punch, kick. Now I'm going to punch and kick. Here, kick, kick. Distance fighting, there's no fear. Why? Because you have that gap. You can block, and if you're fighting, you see two amateur fighters or street fighters doing this. Distance. Now, getting back to our system, it's a scary feeling being here. Maybe 1 foot away from this person who you're fighting, open hand. So, as me and him are training, let's do some Wing Chun. Good. So, it's how can you master close range fighting without having fear that you're going to get pushed or you're going to get trapped. Grab the hand, both hands. As you get in this position, you don't have to worry about, are we going to wrestle? We kind of got over some of these on some of our videos. Dividers here for wrestlers, Thai boxers. But getting back to getting used to pain, pipes on your chest, hits in the back, punches to the chest over and over. It's not going to really make them get used to it. What it's going to do is it's going to break down whoever the instructor is, and they're punching this person. It's almost inflicting fear to make the instructor. You know, martial arts is not about breaking an individual down. It's about how much confidence can I build on this person? How many different types of martial arts can I teach him for his arsenal to defend himself when the situation is there? How can I make this guy use his mind instead of using brute force or strength? You want to have a smart type of fighting. Not so much just to attack, but think about your plan. But be aggressive with it and don't wait. You know, we looked at a few questions on, okay, you know, jiu-jitsu or aikido. It's great. You know, he can come in here, and if I'm standing here, he can do a takedown on me. And hands up, here, groin, comes back here, turns, lockdown. The chances that he's going to stand here are not going to be great. It's just not going to exist. But to be able to attack and do the takedown, that'll be more realistic. But for me just to say that this is going to come in, it's not. I'm not going to be fighting a dummy. I'm looking to fight somebody. If you're in the situation, you already know it's going to happen, it's going to go down, and this guy's going to give you everything he's got. And even when you do hit him, that's just going to be the green button to say, you better kick my ass, because that's what you just did. Hit. That's the mentality you're going to have when you hit somebody. So be prepared. After the first initial hit, this person's going to try to kill you. They're going to give you everything they got. So you have to be on the go. Don't be dumb and try to go toe-to-toe. Again, we've already covered length distances. I'm going to get the first hit. And me and him are going toe-to-toe. I'm bigger than him. I'm stronger than him. I'm going to be getting the more power every time I hit. So, doesn't matter size, doesn't matter strength. What does matter is, if I'm street fighting this guy, and I'm coming in here, he can defend and attack. But he can attack without the fear that, well, wait, maybe I need to wait for him and then duck, or before we do, we'll start down on the ground, and I'm hoping to get him down on the ground. And then maybe he can start using some of his floor work and jiu-jitsu skills, or anything else that has to do with grappling. But if he can avoid the ground, and there's not always going to be an avoiding the ground, but if I'm swinging, he's going to train with me constantly punching. Before he thinks about getting me down to the ground, he's got to learn to get out of that fear of the attack. Anyways, this is Robert for the ADCS.
Ryan.
And I hope this is all useful for you guys. We'll see you guys later.